Hi guys and welcome to Encore. I'm Connor.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Russ.
And we are going to do a series of videos called A Year in Review.
Very exciting.
A Year in Review, hashtag A Year in Review 2018. Top of our list is what was your top musical of 2018?
This was really difficult. Did you not find it really hard to pick?
Top musical 2018? No, actually. I didn't.
Did you not?
No.
Were you like,
and I've seen lots of good stuff this year. Like, the quality of shows this year has been epic.
And diverse a bit more this year. I felt like we had a really nice mix of revivals, new shows, new workings of revivals.
Yeah, I
as
think
well.
the problem is that so much of it that has come out this year has been of such a high quality. Like, I really struggled to pick my
And also,
top favourite.
It's easy.
I'd pick them all. The transfer game has been quite strong this year as well.
I think it's nice that we're having transfers in the West End and that's being a new thing. Because it happened when I was growing up. Like, I remember stuff would appear in Manchester and then come into
It's
London.
been like Oatmeal with Hair. Came to
Oatmeal
involved,
with Hair,
starting on tour, so
Love it.
strong transfer game as well this year.
So, top musical 2018.
My top musical of 2018 was, drumroll please, Six the Musical! Yay! The story of the queens that were all married to Henry VIII. And you know what? I've seen it 3 times in a year. Like
That shows
That's
it's the top musical.
That's
what?
fangirl.
I mean, that's full stop, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
That's
I've seen it
fangirling.
3 times, end of story. You need to know nothing else. No, I just think that these 2 young composers, Toby Marlowe and Lucy Moss, have come kind of from nowhere, really.
yeah,
and now all of a
complete.
sudden, they're just like, boom, got this absolute mega smash hit of a musical that is just sheer joy and really fun. 75 minutes straight through. I mean, that's a dream. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, I mean, do you know, don't get me wrong, I love a good 3 hour. When it's
Solid
appropriate.
3-hour musical.
When it's appropriate, but I feel like they've told a really great story in 75 minutes. It doesn't need to be any longer. It's so, like, it's historically accurate. It's got some, like, cute little facts dropped in. It's got sass. They are essentially now the girl band of the West End.
Oh, completely.
Everybody goes to Six and is fangirling and is turning up in merch and hats to it. It is
Is that
crazy.
just you?
Do you know what? I don't have any merch yet, but I absolutely think that they are like the Spice Girls of the West End now.
Completely.
And every song is different, yet works really well.
Yeah,
it's
it's very,
very
very
true.
true. What is your favourite moment of the show?
Do you know what? Ex-Wives is pretty sassy. You know, it goes like divorced, boom, boom. And they all do this. They don't do that. It's like that, but sassy. That's a really strong opening. And I think it's a really long song, but it stories so well. Because it gets you in the vibe of the show. You're like, okay, this is kind of like Little Mix GRL, realness, sassy queenness, and you're like, I'm down for that. And then all of a sudden, then you go straight into Catherine of Aragon's number, and you're like, oh, hey, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In every song, do you know what? It's really hard to pick a moment, but I think I'd say Ex-Wife just because it's a strong setup.
And it's a nice opening to a story because it gives teasers to be like, sit back, you can hear a bit of this, a bit of that,
Yeah.
and here's the story.
And the comedy in the show is really, really
I need to
funny.
see
Yeah,
it. That is
so
my
funny.
2019 goal.
Yeah.
Is
We'll
to
go.
see Six.
You should be able to
We'll
get
go
that done by
together.
January.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite
We
easily.
can do that. Let's
New
go.
Year, tick.
No, let's do it. It's so much fun. And like people, and I was talking to some people and they were like, they should actually just take the seats out and let people stand.
Yeah.
Because
proper
but-
concert.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
love
love
a
a
chair.
chair.
Yeah, but you get to House of Holbein and you'll be just like boom, 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 boom.
Maybe we have to vlog it.
I feel like
Does Colin need a chair or not?
how necessary is it? No, it's so good, and I love Six. I think they've done a real stellar job, and I'm so glad that it's new composers, new British composers. I'm really hoping that maybe Six is paving the way for more young composers to come
Completely.
to the forefront and they can present their work. I really hope that's a start of a lot of good things to come. I
Yeah.
hope.
9 was the Alan Menken classic, Little Shop of Horrors.
Bops.
At the Regent's Park Open Air Theatre. I loved it. I really, really loved it. I saw it back in July. And it's weird. It's weird sitting outside. Sitting outside watching a full-blown musical in front of you. Because you expect there to be some sort of protection, not for the audience, but at least for the cast. Because obviously, like wing space, or just give them an umbrella
There's
or
no
something.
wings.
There's nothing. Well, there is like, it's an amphitheatre setup, and they've got all the staging here. So they go behind the stage. So I assume there's obviously coverage and stuff. But you have to go, in this piece, you have to go behind a key piece of set to then go backstage.
Oh, right.
So there's no
Yeah.
like side wings. It's completely exposed.
I kind of
And what
love
was
that.
nice about the set is it was not built out into the audience, but it was different levels.
Okay.
So it felt, once again, very exposed. And when we went, it was tipping it down. It was completely soaked. But I was
so
there
worried.
with my pack-a-mac, living my life.
Pack-a-mac!
Living my life. Yeah, and it was brilliant. It was such a good show. Big shout out. I've written the name down to Tom Scott, who was the set and costume designer. It was fabulous. What he did with the plant and what he did with the set, it was brilliant. And Vicky Vox as Audrey too.
I didn't see Little Shop, you didn't see Little Shop,
have a
because actually
chance.
we were away.
Did you see it at West End Live? They did a little
Yes.
teaser.
Yeah, we saw it at West End Live.
With Christine Modesto and Renee,
Yeah.
I don't know the name
And
of the lady, I'm very sorry, and Matt Willis.
Matt Willis.
Yeah.
We did see that, but I'll be honest, I was so intrigued by the casting of Vicky Vox.
Yeah.
And I saw photos of the whole drag look, and I was like, do you know what, that is so smart.
It was so lovely. It was such a clever move of the director and the creative team, because once you got over that Little Shop standard Audrey 2 puppet plant, when they did the Feed Me number, I think it was the Feed Me point, she comes through the plant and that's it. She's a present figure. Nice. And she was on stage, she was at the top at the drive-in section, she came through the audience at points, and it gave you that impression that actually the plant was always present, and actually was the plant ever a plant, or was it just a voice in his head? That's what I thought about. Deep.
Oh my gosh, that really
Deep.
escalated quickly.
Yeah,
Do you know that I'm
I
a
like
big
that.
fan of the film. The original B-movie
God,
classic.
yeah.
Like Ellen Green
Phenomenal.
as Audrey will always be Audrey. And even now, still to this day, she is still playing Audrey, like in concerts and stuff. And I love so many of the songs in it. Like, I just love it.
Somewhere That's Green.
Somewhere That's Green.
Somewhere Green.
Classic.
Do you know the one I like? I don't even know the name of the song. It's like, he's got your number now.
Supper Time.
Which is why I love that song.
And also Supper Time in the film, it's so much different. They do like Supper Time 2, which is like the reprise.
Yeah.
Love it. What was yours, Russ?
So mine was Spring Awakening with Aria Rents and Hope Mill Theatre in Manchester.
Good choice.
So
Out of
I'm
London.
Out of town.
Not a London show.
Supporting my regional theatre. I just happened to be in Manchester and I had to see it.
Yeah.
What made you want to see it before you knew about it?
So I've followed the show since, not its conception, but since its big Broadway hit with Leah Michelle, Jonathan Groff.
What a team.
Yeah, they were.
Duo.
Just
And then,
names.
of course, there was the Deaf West version as well. Of course, so many different versions of it, and I wanted to see what Aria Rents could do to it, because, of course, they've had some massive hits over the past couple of years.
they
What
really
with
have
Hair.
Yeah, gosh, they couldn't say Adam's Family.
Yeah,
was there
that was
as
them.
well.
Yeah. So I wanted to go up there and see, like, because Hope Mill is essentially their base.
Yeah.
Outside of London. I wanted to see what their shows are like before they move out. And actually having a chance to see Spring Awakening, which is such an intimate show, because the topics are so, relevant for one thing in today's age, but
Quite
also so
hard-hitting
taboo.
as well, aren't they?
Yeah, like they're not something that you can just turn around and talk about.
No.
Which is, I think, one of the big things about the show is you are then forced to discuss what has happened. And I think having that platform up there to do it was such an innovative thing. And I loved it.
I'm very jealous.
Absolutely
I
loved
wish I'd
that show.
seen
I'm
that.
jealous. I grew up with the Broadway soundtrack, and I'm not grew up, but I found it.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like, that was one of my teen soundtracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it on stage.
Yeah.
I must say, I am very surprised a transfer was not announced. I personally want it selfishly because I haven't seen it, and I would
I'd
really
love
like
it.
to
Oh,
see
I'd
it.
go.
It's
But
a stunning production.
But I wonder if it would work somewhere like the other Palace, like we were saying, with Little Shop, or they can bring it into the Southwark Playhouse. I would really like to.
It would definitely
see
work
it.
at the Southwark Playhouse, and I think it could work at Traff Studios.
But so I'll be really interested to see what they do next year with Aria Rents and see what they kind of transfer down or take up or take on tour even, because they're taking Hair on tour, so maybe there's another.
Yeah. I mean,
call, like-
Spring Awakening was just an absolute eye-opener. I mean,
You called me and you were like crying.
yeah, I had to sit in the theatre for 3 or 4 minutes after everybody else had cleared out and just try to process what had just happened.
Isn't that great?
The company themselves were so tight. They were so tight with each other. Everything about it, the choreography, the sound, the audio, the lyrics, they put so much thought and effort into what each word, what each physical move meant. And I think there was so much love for the show that despite all of the negative topics in the show, you come out feeling as though something has been accomplished with it. Whatever message they are trying to send and get across has been delivered. It was amazing.
I love the way we all haven't seen each other's shows.
Yeah, I think that's
Because
very nice.
even though we're a couple, I didn't see
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
You saw 6. Oh.
I saw 6,
You
but I
ruined that,
didn't.
didn't
No,
you?
but I
No.
didn't see it when it came back into
No.
London.
Oh yeah, you missed
I didn't see it. I saw it in Edinburgh with the new cast,
Yeah, and you saw
and I saw it with the original cast at the beginning of the year, but I haven't seen it in London since.
So we've got two revivals and a newbie.
Love it. Well, that
Yeah.
is a good 3 for Top Musicals
I think
2018.
that's
Yeah.
a nice mix, lads.
Like them.
Well
Yeah.
done, team.
Yay!
If you enjoyed that video, click the subscribe button and the notification bell. For all the latest musical theatre news and gossip, check out encoreradio.co.uk. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at Encore Radio UK. See you soon!